Well, as the year winds down, there is a lot to look forward to in 2024, and that includes trying some of the newest restaurants here in the Piedmont Triad. So joining us now is Algenon Cash. He is the founder of Eat Drink Triad, and he is highlighting 4 newly opened restaurants that we should give a try in the new year. Good morning, Algenon. Thank you for being here as always.
Hey, good morning. Always glad to be with you.
All right, so I hear we're starting in Winston-Salem with Sage and Salt Bistro. So tell me more about this and especially the location.
Yeah, Sage and Salt actually opened in the former location for Willow's Bistro in downtown Winston-Salem. A young man, actually a 23-year-old man by the name of Brandon Block, who actually worked at Willow's as a server. He took over the space along with his parents, so he runs the restaurant with his father, Tom. And they've got a really interesting high-end menu. They were able to land Chef Benton, who was over at Gia in downtown. So he's with Sage and Salt now in Winston-Salem. And then they also have Chef Rafferty, who actually did a stint with the restaurant out in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
So they're trying to bring a taste of LA to Winston-Salem.
Very cool. Yeah, I've been to Willow's before, but I haven't got to check that one out. So I'm excited to go there and rediscover that location. All right, moving over to Greensboro. Tell us about this next restaurant and its origin story.
Yeah, Yokai is sort of an Asian-inspired restaurant. So viewers who stop by, they can expect to see ramen, Korean fried chicken on the menu, bio buns, really great sake, as well as some good craft cocktails. The history behind Yokai is Tal Blevins, who actually owns Machete, which is one of the top-notch restaurants in Greensboro. He actually launched Yokai in this year, in 2023. And I've actually not been, Jackie, so it's even a must-try for me in 2024.
It's a must-try on my list as well. I love Machete, and I've been hearing about that spot, so I really need to make a reservation, just put it on my calendar. Okay, moving over in our next spot in the Triad in High Point, Earl's Landing. Tell us more.
Yeah, High Point doesn't have a lot of high-end restaurants, and Earl's Landing is new to the scene. They opened here in 2023 in Congdon Yards, which is the building that's located next to the ballpark in downtown High Point. They've got a really high-end menu as well, and another one that I've actually not been to as well, but looking at their menu, the beef tartare looks great, as well as their prime rib.
So this is kind of what's on your to-do list as well, Algenon, which I appreciate you letting us know. And I'm sure there's lots of others, but one more we want to hit on here in Asheboro, the Pharmacy.
Yeah, the Pharmacy, which also opened in 2023, located in downtown Asheboro. The bar was actually started by the owners of Four Saints Brewing, which happens to be located next door. Really interesting cocktails. The Pharmacy actually won Restaurant Week for best cocktail in the region. They did a Duke's mayonnaise inspired Negroni. Again, another place that I've not been to, so they're on my list for 2024.
It looks really cool and a very unique sounding cocktail there. So I'm sure that they really like to mix up some new and interesting things. Algenon, we still have a little bit of time with you left. So I'd love to know, looking back on 2023, any highlights of restaurants that you have gotten to try, or even you mentioned Restaurant Week. Did you discover something new there?
Yeah, we had over 60 small businesses participate in Restaurant Week. I actually hadn't been to all of them, of course. So yes, I did discover some new places that are on my list for 2024. 2023 was a very active year for restaurants. We actually had a ton of new restaurants open in the region. Thankfully, we had more open than closed. So 2024, I've got a long list of restaurants to get out and try and make sure the viewers know what's going on.
Well, we look forward to seeing you, as always, for your segments with us, Algenon, discovering those new places together, and especially those dishes, all of this food, and even the drinks. They looked really great, so thank you again. Here are those restaurants one more time for folks at home if you missed them. Sage and Salt Bistro in Winston-Salem, Yokai in Greensboro, Earl's Landing in High Point, and then the Pharmacy in Asheboro. Of course, you can always find more of these recommendations on the Eat Drink Triad Facebook page, and also we'll have this full segment posted on triadcw.com in case you missed anything.